What's up everyone, my name is Mike and welcome back to my channel, and we've got some incredible Veve news. We have 2 more golden moments confirmed for February 14th, Valentine's Day, and 4 iconic characters in these 2 Disney golden moments statues. Let's get into this. Alright, so we've got the announcement and we've seen a teaser for one of these statues, and this is the Lady and the Tramp statue. The other one is going to be a Daisy and Donald Duck. So those are going to be the 2 statues that we see released this Valentine's Day, and this is incredible news. We've got more Disney golden moments coming to the Veve platform, and perhaps even more coming out because of this. Now with this, usually sees an increase in people coming to the Veve platform, as well as an increase in the gem squeeze that we're going to see, and we've already seen since this announcement. We're only about 12 hours after this announcement. We're seeing collectibles start to drop as people start to pick up some gems in order to pick up these Disney golden moments in the aftermarket when they first become available. This means that we need to set a game plan right now about what we're going to do when that aftermarket becomes available. We need to set our price predictions, what we're comfortable picking up these collectibles for, if you even plan to pick them up. I'm going to walk you through what I do through this, what my price prediction is for these in the aftermarket, and talk about my game plan in possibly picking them up. I'm not too sure yet. But first we need to start with some context. Lady and the Tramp was released in 1955. I actually had no idea about that. We all know the iconic scene. It makes sense that for Valentine's Day, they have a golden moment statue of these 2 characters. Now they actually tried to do a live action Lady and the Tramp, and this was in 2019. It didn't fare so well among critics and audiences. So despite the 1955 movie doing really well, the live action 2019 did not do so well, but still a golden moment statue, and it's going to be valuable. But the next one is the one I'm really excited for, and this is the Donald and Daisy Duck golden moment statue. And just to set some context on this, Donald Duck was created in 1934, at least his first appearance on the screen. Daisy Duck would come later in 1940, essentially as the love interest for Donald Duck. And it goes without saying, these are iconic Disney characters. We saw them in the lenticular card set. I picked up a Daisy Duck. I wanted to get a Donald Duck, but now here's my chance to get 2 of them. Now, golden moments have done really well over the past since they've been released in November. I'm talking incredibly well. I actually got an Iron Man on the drop. That's how I became acquainted with Veve. That's how I fell in love with Veve. It cost me 60 gems to get it on the drop, and now it's sitting at 2,800. And it's incredible. When I look back to my screenshots about these golden moments becoming available in the aftermarket, they were in the hundreds to pick up. Now, you would have been so well off to pick up every single one of them in the hundreds, because they range anywhere from 2,000 to 41,000 for that partner's statue. And this is after we've seen a major gem squeeze for each of these, dropping anywhere from 10 to 20% in less than a day here as we prepare for this Disney Moments 2 new golden moments coming out. Golden moments seem to do really well, very consistent, even when we experience gem squeezes for other collectibles being dropped. Typically we see other collectibles dropping quite a bit in a gem squeeze leading up to a new drop, but the golden moments seem to stand very consistent with those gem squeezes. So needless to say, golden moments are incredible collectibles to have in your vault. Now, with more people probably participating in this drop, I'm going to assume I'm not getting the drop, but I can create a game plan and a price prediction for where I would want to pick these up in the aftermarket, if at all possible. Maybe you can get lucky, pick up one of these in the aftermarket, and see the price increase from your price prediction. But first we need to take a look at what the other golden moments are doing, where they're sitting at today, almost 3 months after they've dropped, and see where these 2 new collectibles are going to range in that list of existing golden moments. We've also seen some news with edition changes for 4 of these golden moments. That includes the Pizza Planet truck, the Avengers logo, the Mickey Sorcerer hat, and the skateboard. These are changing from FA to FE, first appearance to first edition, because we now know that first appearance is the first appearance of a collectible, of a character with a storyline. They get the first appearance tag, but first edition is for an item or an object. And though the Mickey Sorcerer hat is a controversial item or object in a movie, it still gets an FE. Needless to say, we haven't seen Lady and the Tramp, and we haven't seen Donald and Daisy Duck as a collectible on this platform, so these are going to get FAs. Daisy and Donald Duck were in the lenticular card series, but those are items and objects, and those got FEs. Those characters can still be released as a collectible and get that FA stamp, which we'll see here. So since these collectibles are getting an FA tag, we can compare them to the rest of the golden moments on this list pretty fairly. Let's go through the existing golden moments collectibles and where they're sitting at right now, especially after they've dropped considerably since the news of these two new golden moments. Starting from the bottom, we've got the skateboard. It sits at around 1,500 gems, as does Wally, sitting around 1,500 gems. And we've got the Pizza Planet truck around 1,700 gems, the Avengers logo sitting around 1,800 gems, Homer and Bart at 2,100 gems, Iron Man at 2,800 gems, Elsa at 4,300 gems, as well as Mickey's sorcerer hat around that 4,300 gems, C-3PO at 4,800 gems, and R2-D2 at 8,500 gems, with the final one being that partner statue sitting around 41,000 gems. So how does Daisy and Donald Duck, as well as Lady and the Tramp, measure in where these belong? Well, really quickly, Homer and Bart are iconic characters as well. We see two of them, and the only other golden moment statues where we see two characters. It's tough to say the Mickey's partner statue is such an iconic one that's way up there, way out of reach of all the other golden moments. Really, in terms of other two people being in a statue, is the Homer and Bart. And right now, Homer and Bart sitting around 2,100 gems. Now, Lady and the Tramp date back to 1955. Simpsons don't have that sort of date around them. But having said that, Simpsons has so much more content around them than Lady and the Tramp. So I do think it's fairly safe to compare these. Lady and the Tramp has that 1955 and iconic scene going for it, as well as iconic Disney characters, whereas Homer and Bart are in another level of content being created around them and just the longevity of being on TV for so long. So I'm going to position my price prediction for Lady and the Tramp around that 2,000, maybe 2,500 range as soon as the markets open and settle a little bit. What we generally see with very popular collectibles is that as soon as the market opens, not everybody that got the drop gets their collectible right away. This adds to a very low supply with lots of demand, and the price is just extraordinary. So I imagine as soon as the market opens, these prices are going to be blowing my price prediction away. But as more people get their collectible delivered to them from the drop, the supply goes up, the demand stays fairly same, or it goes down a little bit, and we see the price really start to plummet. And this is the chance that you want to get in at, because you can see that price blow down below my price prediction, and that's the time that you want to pick it up. And then we see waves as this continues. So maybe you can even pick it up, sell it as it goes back up, and then pick it up when it goes back down around the price prediction. This is fairly risky to do, especially if it's a collectible that you want to keep, but it's something that I've seen done before, especially with the lenticular cards. This is not advice, this is just my plan, what I'm thinking of doing in terms of my price prediction and my game plan. Now, Daisy and Donald Duck are iconic Disney characters. They date further back than Lady and the Tramp. They have so much content and appeal to such a wide range of audiences. This one's going to be a valuable one. I don't think it's fair to compare these two to the Homer and Bart 2. This is going to be higher than that. It's not going to be anywhere near the partner statue, but I see that Elsa and Mickey's sorcerer hat level sitting around 4,300 gems. And this is after they've dropped quite a bit. Now, it's interesting to consider is having two characters as opposed to just singling on one more expensive or less expensive when it comes to a price prediction. I'm not going to compare the partner statue being another two character statue with these. It's just so much higher above everything else. So I see that Elsa and Mickey's sorcerer hat, and I see that being somewhat comparable to where this Donald and Daisy Duck is going to sit. That being said, Daisy and Donald Duck are iconic characters, and I think it's going to be even more than these two where they are sitting at. Is it more than C-3PO at 4,800 gems? It's really hard to say. It's tough to say. I do think that Daisy and Donald Duck appeal to a larger audience than Star Wars, though Star Wars has its fan base that's very dedicated and willing to pay for statues and for collectibles. So I'd say at the very low end, this one is going to list for around 4,500 gems, and at the very high end around 5,500 gems, and I'll take that average somewhere around the 5,000 gem range for this statue. Again, we'll see the same market trend, being this is such an iconic two characters, an iconic Disney golden moments being released for Valentine's Day, the gem squeeze that's going on right now, all of our collectibles are dropping. This is going to be a really interesting drop, and we're going to see lots of waves of demand and supply going up and down in lots of different price ranges. But when the dust settles, I think these are good price predictions for these statues in the current market. Again, over time, I'm going to say that we're going to see Veve collectibles increase. I'm talking longer term, getting up to a year out from today, but in the short term, this is where my price prediction sits with these. But regardless, this gem squeeze that's going on right now is incredible, and it's a good time to pick up any collectibles that you wanted to pick up if you're especially not planning on picking up these two new golden moments. Use this time wisely, don't panic and sell collectibles to try to get in on one of these two. Perhaps you'll have another chance when the market dips in the future. Be wise, set a game plan, set a price prediction, and look at other collectibles that you had your eyes on before because it's likely gone down quite a bit. An additional thing to consider with these is that we don't know the editions that are coming out with this. We don't know have a confirmed FA stamp on them just yet. We don't know what rarity they're going to be. This could cause that price prediction to definitely fluctuate depending on all of that, and we'll have another price prediction coming out when that happens. Check the highlighted comment in this video. Let me know your comments in the comment section. I'd love to know what you're thinking with these characters, with this drop. What's your game plan? What's your price prediction? Leave them in the comment section below. I'd love to know your thoughts. Like this video if you found it helpful information about anything Veve, and subscribe for more Veve content from this channel. Thank you so much for watching.